Go ahead and recline on our backs to start. I don't know if you took core last night with me, but I threw out a little teaser that we were going to do some nice figure 4 stretching. So we did a lot through those outer hips and glutes, if you were with me, and I didn't get to it. So we're going to start with it right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and take the right leg. First, just bend the knee, bring it into the chest, and rock it a little bit side to side, just a little bit of movement. Right. And then from here, right hand on it, and then circle the knee around. Nice little circles. Doesn't need to be anything fancy, and just warming up the joint before we come to any sort of holds. And then circle it the other way. Awesome. And then hold on to the back of it, the leg, and extend it up and roll the ankle out, honoring that connection of ankle to hip, both directions. Awesome. And then bend it again as you started. Turn it out, cross the ankle over. Right. So we'll bring right ankle over left. And then here, start by just rocking a little bit. Rocking side to side. Doesn't need to be really big. And then settle in. Settle in, coming up onto the left toes, then maybe down to the left heel, left toes, left heel. Use that right hand to help assist the turnout of the thigh, that space created, keeping the pelvis down. So even though you're coming in, lifting and lowering, bringing knees in closer or not, you're not changing the spine, not changing that natural curve. Hold it up and then pick up the foot. And that'd be the left foot picking up. First, again, purposefully don't change the spine. And then on your exhale, imprint, begin to tilt the tail, and then you can bring it in. And then do you want to hold on to the back of the thigh? Do you like to hold on to the shins? And go for a little more rocking here, actively flexing the left foot, toes curling back towards the shin. And then settling here, holding that left leg, go ahead and extend the left leg up and bend the knee, if it's accessible. Right? And then extend it up and bend the knee back. Again, extend it up and bend the knee. And then extend it up and hold. All right, and then see if you can let go and still maintain that. So you're just really using the strength of that left quad, right? Heels reaching up, toes are curling back. 2 more breaths. Nice, and then set the left foot down. And let's pick this up to a bridge, okay? Let's pick it up. Exhale, lower down. Let's do that again. Inhale, pick it up. Right knee presses away, right hip lifts up. Exhale, hollow it down. Inhale, pick it up and hold. Couple of breaths. Whatever makes sense for you with those bottom arms. If you want to lengthen them out and get into that. If you want to be robot arms. If you want to bring hands to hips or just let them stay soft. Picking up the hips. And then exhale, hollow and lower down. Okay. Go ahead and take that left foot now, bring it a little bit towards the right. Let the right leg cross over so the thighs are wrapped, and then send the hips a little bit over to the right. Note, this is a pretty big twist usually, and we're just starting. So maybe the block is for the knees. Right? Unless you're ready to bring it on down, bring it on down. But I'm gonna go ahead and set my block there, and then shimmy my left shoulder to the left to get my right shoulder down on the right. You can reach back out with that right arm. Love that diagonal angle coming out to the side. And if it feels right, you want to do a little self-massage into those spaces that are talking to you, go ahead and nurture the tissues. Tell them it's all good, it's all okay, relax. We got a couple more breaths, so maybe repositioning the block, taking a little bit away from you, or just staying with. Awesome. Begin to close out the arm, lifting the hips, undo, and center yourself out. Okay. Here we are, 2 hips on the ground, balance, 2 knees to the sky, balance, and just kind of rock a little bit side to side. And then we're going to go ahead and bring the left leg in. Bring the left leg in, give it a nice hug, and a little more rocking here on the left. Warming up, a little compression in the hip joint to start. And then the left hand's gonna guide that left leg into circles. That left knee, that left thigh bone stern in the hip joint. Circle it around. And circle it around. And circle it around. Let's go the other direction. Circling. Again, 3. And circle it around 2. And circle it around again. All right, as it comes in, this time we're holding on to the back of the thigh, drawing it towards you, and then extending the foot up. Neutral spine, trying to maintain neutral curve. All right, extend it up again. And we'll go one more, extending it up, reaching, roll the ankle out. Spread the toes, watch them wiggle around, try to get each little one, not just the big toe and pinky, so a couple in between. Awesome. And then go ahead and bend the knee, turn it from the thigh, right? Maybe even using that left hand to support, foot comes on top, okay? Again, neutral curve present. So here I'm just gonna play with maybe lifting and lowering onto the right toes as the foot comes in a little closer. Again, keep lengthening the sits bones away. And then hold it. Left knee is pushing away, right leg is coming in, holding the toes. And then pick up the foot and extend it to the sky. Strengthening through the quad. Strong, strong, strong. Good. 2 more breaths. And then set it down. All right, picking up, bridge. Exhale, lower down, roll through. Inhale, pick it up, hips up. Exhale, hollow and lower down. One more, inhale, pick it up. Let's stay up here. Again, adjusting the arms as you wish. Picking those front hip bones, pulling them towards the ribs, tucking tail slightly under. Two more breaths. And soften those front ribs as you lower down. Beautiful. Let's take the right foot a little bit over, cross that left leg, wrap it tight, and then send the hips a little bit to the left. We're dropping knees over to the right. Coming down to the block, perhaps if you did the other side. And then again, instead of just flailing back with the left shoulder, left arm, take the right shoulder to the right. Let the left arm then reach out from here, nose to the sky, to the right, or double wrap it around to the left. And maybe a little self-soothing, outer hip, down through the IT, or anywhere in between. Couple more breaths. Notice the movement of the belly. I know you're in a twist, but do feel its expansion and its contraction as you inhale and exhale. One more breath here. And then closing up the arm, picking up the knees, undoing. Center yourself out. And again, just gonna rock a little in the hips. All right, both knees into the chest. Again, neutral spine here, so let them come in without closing. And then purposefully close the gap. Chin to the chest, curl it up, give a nice hug, and lower down. Thighs to chest. And rock side to side here. And if possible, bring those knees together, feet together. All right, hands to both knees. Inhale, circle them around, come on back. And circle them around and come on back. Maintaining neutral pelvis, circle them around and come on back. So you've got a little bit of action there, not just rocking, go the other direction, around and back. Really awakening up through the transverse abdominis, right? I'm working stability here, moving the legs. Okay. Awesome. And then hold them in towards you, okay? And extend the legs up, flex. Roll those ankles out again. Now bend the knees, imprint the lower back, really pull the knees into the chest. See if you can lock it out, and then flex the feet and begin to extend them up. Don't let the legs come away from you. Don't let your ego tell you they need to be totally straight. Keep those knees in where they started. May end up looking like a narrow, happy baby more than a legs up the wall. Nice, and then release. All right, set both feet down. Let's take this to the bridge. Inhale, lift the hips up. Back of the neck is long. Chin draws to the notch of the collarbone, but really it's the collarbone lifting to the chest. Inner wrist pressed down, holding. And then as you inhale, take the arms overhead. Exhale, hollow and lower the spine. Neutral once again. And then let's extend the legs out. Long legs. Interlace the hands, turn the palms straight away from you. Squeeze the elbows towards each other. And then take the upper body over to the right. Side bend here. Both shoulders head neutral, hips are neutral. And then take the right foot over and then bring the left leg to join it. Or as far as it can go. Push out through the heels, think about aligning the toes to the sky, backs of the knees to the earth, and both hips feel balanced on the mat. Push long through the right leg, just like you're pushing long through the left. Inhale, bring yourself back to center with the legs, and then neutralize the shoulders and hips. Take those arms to the sky, bringing them in, switch other arm on top, up and over. Front ribs pull down, upper body bends it over to the left, shoulders, neck, and head, hands follow. Left foot comes over, and then we're gonna bring the right to, okay? And again, pushing long through both heels. Thinking of the navel pointing straight to the sky, not rotating. Hip bones, right? Nice and straight to the sky, not rotating, not tilted. Back to the knees towards the earth. You don't need to overdo that. It's just a sense of grounding so that the legs are neutral. They're not twisted. They're not rolling inner or outer. Breathe long through both sides of the waist. And then bring the legs back as you did before, and the upper body will follow. Take the hands to the sky, undo, elbows down, hike the shoulders up to the ears, chin to the chest, pick yourself up, and then we're gonna do a quick little suntan just to open up the chest. Point the toes, strong legs, and then inhale, puff up the chest. Maybe the head drops back. And if you've got a slide, a little slippery on your mat, see if you can slide your hips over your hands. Right, really opening up through the chest. If the head doesn't like to go back, you do not need to add this component. If it's a big stretch, you can open the mouth too. You don't need to keep the mouth closed if that's too intense on the throat. And then as you come out, nice and gently, lengthen, chin to the chest, back of the neck down, and set it down. Take a moment here, shake out the legs, and then just rolling left ear down to the ground. Reaching out with the left arm. And then take that right arm, finding the left elbow first, and then reach, sweep it like big horizon line all the way over, and then open up the right. Let that right shoulder feel like it's anchoring to the mat, the head just tuning into its own weight, softening the muscles in the neck and the throat and the jaw. Bringing the hands back to the head, think about picking up the head, rotating it back to neutral, place it down. Okay, now let's go to the right. Right ear rolls down. Okay. The right arm is out. The left arm's going to come on over and rest somewhere where it hits. My hand hits about my elbow or my forearm. And then really reach through the left arm. Reach, lift, 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 lift. Open it all the way back up. Right? So the shoulder blades are wide and away from each other in the back, and the fingers are wide and away each other in the front. Soften the left shoulder. Release the weight of the head. Rest in the breath. And then as we come out, go ahead and bring the hands, pick up the head, and bring it back to neutral. All right, fingers to the sky. Inhale, chin to the chest, lengthening through the back. Exhale, imprint, curl up, 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 up. Sit nice and tall. Walk those sits bones back as you move into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, folding again. Backs of the thighs drawing down. And then inhale, come up tall. Arms by your sides, palms down. Lengthen through the arms. Dandasana, seated staff pose. Right, strong arms, trying to get the heel of the hand down. Triceps hug in, front ribs pull in. Legs are strong. 2 more breaths. And that's breathing in through the spine. And then as you slide the knees in, we're coming to boat. Notice your desire to lean back. Try to minimize that as much as possible. And then as you pick up the legs, think about moving more forward into them. And maybe that means the feet are down, that you can sit up taller, right? And the hands can reach forward. Right arm may be up. Left arm up, right arm down. Or maybe you've got it to do both without losing the shape of the spine. Feet are just hovering, knees are pulled in, and then cross those ankles and come onto hands and knees. Awesome. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Find that foundation, and then take a breath coming into cow shape. Exhale, drawing into cat shape. Oh, good. I'm glad you all made it in. Perfect. Inhale, breathing into cow shape. Exhale, press and round into cat shape. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, sit back towards a child's pose. Extend the arms forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hinge back. Inhale, pull forward. Tuck toes, plank pose. Knees can be down, knees can be up. Exhale, down dog. Walking out that dog, bending one leg and then the other. Again, think about that connection of ribs to thighs when you bend the legs. Hold the left leg bent, right leg straight. Get really light on the left leg. Press through, right, the hands, little external rotation of the shoulders, and maybe picking up the left leg, knee to chest. And then just lengthen that left leg, 3-legged dog extended. Somebody's got that leg and is pulling you back and holding you up. Feel the inner thigh of it rise tall. Inhale, lifting onto the right toes. We're stepping the left foot through simply to monkey walk around to the straddle to the right, and then step back, down dog. Inhale, come forward. Knees down, child's pose. Inhale, come forward. Exhale again, press back, tilt the tail a bit, take it back. Inhale, come all the way forward. Press, tuck toes, plank pose. Exhale, back, down dog. Again, alternate the legs, bending. Right. Tail's lifting tall, so as we bend these legs, we're trying to lengthen out through the hamstrings by lifting the hips high, tilting the tail tall. Keep the right leg bent this time. We're just doing right leg, and we're just gonna work to get lighter, right? Shoulders away from each other, keep getting lighter, and then we'll see if we can pick it up. And then reach it, extend it, three-legged extended dog. Square the hip a little bit, so we feel, again, the inner right thigh, the leg that's lifted, it's its inner thigh is leading the way, not the outer hip. Nice and stretched out. Somebody, again, is pulling that leg back, holding you up. Let's take that walk again. So lift to the left toes, tuck the right knee in, step it, pivot, pivot, down dog. This time, walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, half lift. Exhale as you fold. Go ahead and grab your blanket if you'd like it to come to a squat. We want to keep heels down. It can be a chair all the way to a full squat, okay? Lift as you need. The heels have plenty to root onto. Okay? And inhale, lengthen through. Maybe thumbs to the hip creases. Draw the hip creases back. And then as you bend the knee, enjoy the space and the hips come down. Awesome. You want to hug them in. Right? And think about how we were in that boat pose a little bit ago when the toes were just hovering off the ground, right? We were rounding in, we were doing our best to sit tall and pull the knees towards us. So same action, same core, same work. Maybe the right arm goes up this time. Switch it, maybe the left. Maybe both. And then all the way back up to the top. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, stepping into the right foot, the left leg is just gonna track behind, but I'm not hinging to a 3. I'm just gonna push that left heel behind. Okay. And then we're gonna see if we can just seesaw our way into a 3-legged dog. And mine's gonna be kind of short because I'm not all the way long in my mat. So you can enjoy it short, or you can hop that right foot back. Walk the hands back as far as you need. Begin to lift up the chest, and then see if you can seesaw your way up to standing. So we're just thinking about that long stretched out line. Okay, let's try that on the other side. Stepping into the left, the right heel pushes back. Okay. Awesome. And then we're going to keep lifting the right leg when the chest comes down. The hands are coming down. Walking out in front of you, 3-legged dog. Again, feel free to lengthen out if you want to take the left foot back, or if you're happy in a short dog, keep it there. Maybe hands on blocks is right for you on this one. Long, long, long line. All right, and then as you walk the hands back, you're really emphasizing the lift of the right leg. And then you're tuning that into the lift of the chest. Whoop, 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 whoop. Seeing if you can come all the way back up. Great job. Okay. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Nice. Thumbs to the hip crease. Create that bit of space, right? Not only is it space in the hip joint, but then I get to get longer space, right? From my pubis to my navel. I'm trying to get long in the front of my pelvis rather than short and crunched. Okay. So it may feel different than your regular chair. It's all good. And then keep that idea of space. And if you're liking it, keep the thumbs back there. as you draw back to a lower chair. We're hovering, not resting on the thighs. Again, still trying to draw the tail back, pick up through the front hip points, and think about pulling your thighs towards your hips rather than, or your belly, rather than your belly to your thighs. And then just let the belly release to the thighs and fold. Inhale, gaze forward. And let's return to our down dog, okay? Coming back out to our dog. This time in our dog, we're gonna bend the left leg as we did before, okay? We're gonna get really light on it. Now pull the ribs in, outer arms wrapping around. Okay? Strong, strong, strong. Picking up just like you did before, but keep the knee bent as you open up the hip. And then a little more emphasis, push into the right to lift it higher. So I'm pushing into the right foot, right outer hip to then really see if I can get a little more lift of that left knee. And as it comes around, we're gonna see about bringing the left foot outside the left hand. Left foot outside left hand, back knee down. Awesome, okay. We're gonna work some rotation. We've been working lots of length, lots of side bends. Let's come back to some rotation. Right hand is gonna come down. You can bring that ground up if I'd like. Left hand's gonna come to the left thigh. And I've really been enjoying rocking to the other foot. So let's play with that if you don't mind. I'm gonna keep my toes pointing forward to do this. So instead of my toes turning out and do this, I'm gonna start toes forward and then rock baby toe side. So that knee is coming out. And again, it's space in the hip joint, right? It's space in that hip crease. And if you wanna capture your back foot, you can. And bend the leg, find it. And get the legs to work together, right? So the feet are the first foundation. That left foot is pushing down to pull the knee, push the knee out. The right foot is pushing into my hand to help me rotate. Like it's all working together. And then coming back around, send the hips back to set the left foot down and straighten out the leg, okay? Inhale, rock back into it. Exhale, you can turn the block higher if you want. We're gonna rock the front leg straight onto the heel. And if you're happier sitting down, you can come all the way to a seat, halfway to the seat, or keep hips right above knee. Awesome. Shift back forward, bending the front leg, plant the hands, and let's step it back to our down dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, half lift. Hollow through the belly, pick up the hip bones, bend the knees, space. All right, pulling the belly in, low chair. And then root through the heels, pick up one line, crown to tail, taller chair. Pick up the hip points, lengthen through the lower belly, lengthen through the waistline, front, right? And then all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Look where you're going, walk it out, down dog. Walk out the legs a little bit. We're gonna do the same on the right. So I'm gonna bend the right leg, super light on the toes. Okay, and then we're gonna pick it up. And then from here, we're gonna just take that right leg out to start, see where it goes, and then turn on the left. Push to the left to really lift the right. Stay with me, another breath round. And then as you come forward, right foot is coming outside the right hand. We're going to end up with the toes pointing more neutral forward rather than out to the side, and set the back knee down. Okay, if you wanted to use any of your props, you've got them. We're going to rock this out and take it to our twist. I'm going to bring my left hand to the earth or the block, and then I'm going to go ahead and rock to the outside, really push that away. Right hand to the thigh or that hip crease even, finding space to rotate. And then being here or bending and grabbing the back foot. And then use the foundation, everything that connects to the earth, right? We've got that as our right foot, we've got that as our left knee, and our left hand. One more breath here. And then as we come out, again, we need to send the hips back, create the space to come back to the center. Front leg rock straight, you can bend it back, kind of recalibrate, use the blocks as you want, right? And leg straight. Arms are in the middle, foot's just a little bit out to the side. And then again, did you like sitting lower? Did that speak to you? Do you like being up higher and extending the arms more forward? Sits bones are drawing towards each other. Right toes are curling back towards its knee and shin. One more round of breath. And then let's take it forward and step our way back to down dog. Walking hands back to the feet. This time, let's come onto our blanket, heels to the blanket, okay? We're gonna return to our squat. So heels to the blanket, thumbs to the hip crease, lengthen again through the front and sides of the waist, right? And then begin to bend, space, and come down to squat. Hug, raise arms, reach forward, up, right? Whatever you'd like to do. Keep that sense of pulling thighs towards you. And you'll feel the legs get strong when you do that. You might even lift a little bit out of the squat. And then you're going to use that to lift all the way out of the squat. Exhaling. Hands to heart. All right, let's step again into the right leg. This time we're going to start with the left knee in the front. We're going to take the left knee out and then rotate it back and through to the three. Hands at your heart, maybe keeping the chest a little higher, or hands to the hips, or challenge, pull the ribs in, gaze more towards the mat rather than the floor in front of you, and reach the arms overhead. Full three. Exhale, coming up, bend the back leg, bring it around to the out, and then back two, cross it over. Left foot crosses over right, wrapping, and then we're gonna do a forward fold here. Forward fold here with the intent of coming to the outer thighs and hips, spiraling them inward. So sometimes I like to not even go that deep and just use my hands to help me find that space, right? Or you can continue coming down. Two more breaths. Finding again the foundation, rising up. Undo. Beautiful. Okay. Stepping into the left, we'll take the right leg up, go for that nice circumference around the hip. Okay. Lifting it up, balance, right leg coming out to the right, and then extending to the three. Hips are working to square, pull belly in. Keep that chest a little more puffed up like a locust or cobra, or extend longer. Lifting up, the leg comes back around to the outside and then crosses all the way over. Hands to the hips or thumbs to the hip crease, another nice place to put it here. The difference on this is instead of rotating the legs out, like with the thumbs on the fold, you're rotating them in, okay? It's in. The front hip bones are moving more towards each other here as the legs are crossed over. So if you're using that, the thumbs are moving towards each other, right? Lengthen, again, long through the crown, long through the belly, and then the pelvis just keeps tilting. Hands on the block, hands to the floor, hands back behind the legs. Try to use as much of the feet as possible. And then turn on that spine and lift it up. Undo. Take a moment here in mountain, recalibrate. And inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Okay, we're gonna kind of walk it out a little awkwardly here. We're gonna come to a warrior two. So step the right foot forward, step the left foot back, right? Open up that big space. Front heel to back heel or front heel to back arch. Bend the front knee deeply. Get really strong on the back leg. Move to the twist first with the right arm coming inside the right leg, and then really reach up through the left. Lift it to two. Right, palms up. Now, if we turn our palms away from us, we reach wide through the back of the arms, wide through the front of the arms, wide through the fingers, and then turn the head with us. And imagine the side of the head is against the floor, right? You're in that reclined neck twist. Now, what happens if we change the arms? Palms down, palms behind. Taking the chin center, and then looking over left shoulder, left fingers. Try to align the chin with the shoulder, with the arm, with the nose, with the forehead. Release the left hand down, turn the right arm up, and breathe into reverse warrior, gazing at the back leg. Gazing at the back leg. Really firm that back leg so it's straight and strong. The hand is very light. Inhale, come up, straighten the front leg. Right hand to the hip crease. Space, space, space as it draws back. Now, the thigh is rotating out. So I'm not going to spiral it in. I'm going to spiral it out as the hip goes back. And I'm getting just super long again on that right side. As long as you can, reach through the left, same arms, and then just pivot them. And take that gaze again, turning chin towards the left shoulder. And then turn the left hand behind you, rotating through the arm, and then turn the head, gazing towards the right hand, and the right thumb, the right toes, the right shin, the right knee. And then sweep the back arm through as you bend the front leg. Lift the back heel, rotate, and take the body over to the right. Twisted runners. Beautiful. Hands are coming on the inside. We're going to pivot ourselves all the way around to down dog facing the other end of the mat. So hands down, step it back. Inhale, coming forward. Plank. Exhale, going back. Inhale, lifting up, walking about halfway forward, and then step the left foot all the way, step the right foot all the way back, and again, lengthen yourself out to your warrior two legs, okay? So again, nice long stance. Back foot is strong. Left arm is coming inside, right? We're gonna work our twist first. So working this nice twist, opening to the right, reaching up through the right arm, and then that's gonna carry to the two. Again, turn both palms away from you. Reach wide from the shoulder blades. Pull the front ribs in, and then gaze towards your right thumb. Keep reaching, sorry, left thumb. Keep reaching back with the right arm. And then turn the palms back. Keep reaching wide through the shoulders. The back of the shoulders keep separating, and then the head turns and comes around to the right. Nice. Release this right arm. Take the left arm, rotate it again so the palm goes the way you're headed. It's a reverse warrior two. Strengthen, lift the chest, strong right leg. Inhale, straightening out, coming up, coming around. Okay. Left thumb, left hip crease. Again, it's spiraling out as it pushes back. Right? And then this really big, like fold as much as you can first, and then really reach out with the left arm. Right arm is strong, and then they pivot. Again, they pivot. From here, the gaze is gonna come up and find the right thumb. Think about lining up the chin with the shoulder, with the arm. And then taking the gaze, rotating, looking down. Left hand, left foot, left shin. Sweeping the right arm through, bend the left leg, lift the back heel, and then set the right hand down, opening up, twisting to the left. Hug that left knee to the center line. Don't roll out to the baby toe side here. We're hugging it in. Awesome. Releasing down, step back, down dog. Shoulders away, legs are strong, feet are active. Pull the mat back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, knees down, child's pose. Sitting back, sitting down, forehead to the earth, maybe. Hands coming under the shoulders, picking yourself up, rounding, chin to the chest, coming up. And then one last time, we're gonna come back into a squat, and we're gonna lift from here. So my blanket happens to be at the other end of my mat, so I'm gonna make sure I get it over, because I know I'm gonna want that. I definitely want my heels down, okay? And then we're gonna see what we can do to pick up and rock to it from here. So tuck the toes. You can use your hands as much or as little as you need. Getting grippy, right? Those toes are tucked under, just like you're pulling that mat back, right? And then we're gonna lift up the knees, whoop. And then hollow, 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 hollow. Pull the knees in towards you. Pull the knees in towards you to set the heels down. And then keep lifting up as tall as you can. Whether the arms go or not, maybe you're more comfortable with the hands holding the legs in. We've been playing with the one arm, one arm, one arm, one arm, one arm, or both arms. 2 more breaths. And then all the way back up. Up, 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 up. Nice. Exhale, fold. Walk yourself into your down dog, and I'd recommend taking your blocks with you, okay? So have 2 blocks up at the top of the mat on this one. Set the right foot in front of the left and bring that left foot tight behind the right. We were here, remember this? And then coming up again, maybe coming up onto the fingertips or onto your blocks, bring the left foot in front of the right. Sit back. And then one more time, shifting forward, right leg in front of the left. Okay, now we've got some space because we're gonna come down to a twisted squat. Left knee is shooting out to the right. Okay, and I'm gonna come on to the ball of that back foot again. Knees cross, and then here's where I might want my blocks. Okay, I've got options. I can use my blocks for my hands. I can use a block to stick on my left knee. I can use a block to sit on in the squat. So I could support everything that's happening with the legs and then find this nice tall seat. Just because I'm supporting my legs doesn't mean they're not working. I can work to squeeze my thighs towards each other, right? Inner thighs are still rotating in and back, so I'm not trying to splay them out. I'm trying to hug this right knee over, left knee rotating in and drawing the shoulders back over the hips. Take the arms up, palms above, palms press. And as the palms press into each other, the elbows go wide, the shoulders go wide. And then as the hands come down to heart, now press and think about drawing the shoulder blades together and down. And then draw the elbows down with it. Pick the elbows up and draw the elbows down. Awesome. Inhale, everything comes up. And then unwind, step back. Same thing other side, okay? Take that nice breath. Let it lead you to the fold. The fold will walk you out to your dog. Okay, the dog here is the left foot comes forward. And then the right comes in front of it. Hold. And then the left foot comes in front. Awesome. Now, as that left foot comes in front, make sure you've got enough room, okay? Feet can't be too close together. If you found it tricky coming down, separate your feet farther from each other. That's front to back farther, okay? And then bend, come on down, squatting. Use the resistance of the legs pressing into each other, finding your balance, using your props, and coming to that alignment. Right, again, squeeze the thighs toward, they're really trying to wrap tight rather than come apart. We're gonna add the arms overhead. As the palms press, widen the shoulders. It's in the back and in the front. And then as you bring them down, still feel them wide for a moment, and then squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other and down. Drop the elbows and pick up the elbows and see if you can do that, still keeping the shoulders down. I'm not lifting them very high. They're still way below shoulder line. Awesome. And then are you ready? Up, 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 up. And then just step to the top of the mat. Release the arms, close the eyes, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, one final time. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Create that space in the hips. We're lowering down and we're gonna work our way onto the back, okay? If you wanna pause and boat on your way, go right ahead. Create the space and begin to draw down, down, down. And then when you need, hands come behind and support, hips down, and then we're lowering down, all the way down. Let your legs lengthen out. Let the palms open up. Let your breath begin to go. Resist the urge to move. Slide the heels in towards you. Neutral back. Pick up the feet. Open out the arms. And then exhale. Drop the knees over to the right. cool. Now from here, again, slide the right shoulder more to the right so that you end up with your shoulders and your hips in the same line. And you're trying to, again, lengthen that right shoulder under you. Looking at my knees, I'd ideally like to have them stacked. I can always take my blanket and let my blanket rest between my knees so they may find each other a little easier on the sacrum as well. Top hip is stacked, so it's pushed a bit away. And then we're going to go ahead and just roll over to the right side. And we're going to see about the hands clapping, equal, even. Lengthen through the fingers. Nice. And then press the back of the right arm down. Inhale, lift to the left. Keep the back of the right arm pressing, 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 and then twist it open. Head can follow with you, or take the nose back to the sky. If you'd like a little bit more, maybe extend out through the left foot, and the right hand may find it. All right, if you've got that big toe grab, let's think about sticking with it. You're gonna roll back over. And you can do this by, if you don't have a big toe grab, you can hold on to the back of the leg. Or if you have the big toe grab, the left hand then has the big toe. So the left hand either has the back of the thigh or the back of the leg. So that when you lift up, you're gonna take the leg with you. Up, 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 up. Keep the right leg down as much as you can. And then the last piece, exhale, pick up the left leg, or the right leg, bend both, back to where you started, neutral, both knees rocking to the left. All right, as they come down, if I was to stop here, my right shoulder is way over to the right, my hips are going to the left. So I'm going to go ahead and work my left shoulder over to the left. So I am more in alignment. And then here we are. Again, you can use the blanket between the knees to work to stack them. Top hip draws away, top hip draws long. Breathing in and out. We're going to take now the right arm up and over and bring the palms to touch. Press the left hand down, left arm down as you reach the right arm all the way back up and over. Just living in the breath. Maybe extending, again, if you did a straight leg, it would be the right leg straight, grabbed by the left foot this time. And then let's see about coming over to bring the leg back. Holding on back of the thigh or the big toe. Left leg pushes down into the ground as you pick up the right. And then bring the left to join. Release the right. And set the 2 feet down. Arms lengthened by your sides, press to a bridge, taking advantage to realign the spine. Roll through, take advantage of the tail tuck to pull the knees in, right? Just that nice setup, chin to the chest, forehead to knee. Release everything. Final Shavasana, or seated meditation. Shake it out. Yawn. Sigh. And be here. I'll wake you when it's time. Wiggle the fingers. Wiggle the toes. And begin to wake. Walk the legs together, stretch them out. Arms overhead, yawn it out. Knees bend, tuck them, and roll to your favorite side. Press yourself up to a seat. Meeting with hands at heart. And thank you each for your practice. May you reap its rewards. Namaste. How is that for timing? I don't know if you could hear my timer go off back here, but I didn't even look at it. I feel like I should play the lottery or something today. That was pretty cool.